we made this.
Hello and welcome to this very special bonus extra episode of ChuckyVision. My name is Mark and I am one of your regular hosts, and as you may know, I was on a previous horror podcast called Super Tap Film Club. That was where myself and Malachi J. Matthews, alongside Hollywood Fletch, we would talk about a different B movie from the 80s or 90s every week, and we did it for a good couple of years, and it was lots and lots of fun. Podcast's no longer with us, as those two are now focusing on the Kumite wrestling promotion that they do, and I'm a bad guy for them there. Ooh, I was the baddie that did bad things. But yeah, so what I thought we'd do is I thought we would put our episode on Dolly Dearest on the ChuckyVision feed, because, you know, we did Dolly Dearest last week, and it's more of me talking about more dumb shit related to Chucky. Tenuously related to Chucky, but inspired by Chucky. And it is a little bit more of a daft podcast than we are on ChuckyVision. I think I almost play a character of a more giddy version of myself. So bear that in mind. And it's a fun thing. And if you do enjoy Super Tap Film Club, it's at Tap Club on Twitter. And you can also listen to all the back catalogue by going to wherever you listen to ChuckyVision and searching for Super Tap Film Club. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next week, where we do our next listener's choice, which is Batteries Not Included. Yep, we're going to be looking at cute little spaceships because it had the same name as Child's Play was originally gonna have.
Play with this, bitch.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. My name is Malachi J. Matthews and I am joined by Hollywood Fletch.
Hello.
Hello. Way over there, you alright?
Hi.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I've actually not had much sleep. I went to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning.
You silly goose. Why? What were you doing all night?
I watched this film last night.
In the middle of the night? You're mad.
I know.
Did you clear your house of fucking
You told me it was
doll-like effigies?
You told me it was shit.
We'll get into that. Before we go any further, the third man is here. How's it going? Not Magic Mark Adams.
You can call me Magic Mark.
All right, Magic Mark.
Hello.
How's it going?
I love this film.
This is one of your picks. This is another one of your
one of
classic
my
picks.
picks.
What have we had so far from Mark? We've had Slugs.
Double Dragon.
Double
Miami Connection. You kind of asked me to watch.
Yeah.
But tell you what we haven't done. Voodoo Academy. Can we do Voodoo Academy?
Yes.
Next episode I'm on Voodoo Academy. Yeah.
No.
I want to watch Voodoo Academy.
You can watch it, mate. You can watch it, but
You didn't even let me watch Voodoo Academy for Christmas. Rude.
Well, it's not a Christmassy film, is it?
Neither's this, but you made me fucking watch this.
This isn't a Christmas. We're not watching it at
It's
Christmas.
December.
Right. Okay. Of course it is.
All of December is Christmas.
Okay.
All right. Did you forget it was December, Malachi?
No. Yeah.
Stop doing that.
It's okay.
I like Christmas.
Well, we're doing some Christmas films. You're on the Christmas.
But you won't let me have a Christmas present of watching Voodoo Academy.
Oh, speaking of presents, hang on.
What?
What?
What? What's he doing?
I don't know.
Fucking beef claw.
We can watch Voodoo Academy if you want.
Oh, I love Voodoo Academy.
Do you?
Or at least, well...
When's the last time you watched Voodoo Academy?
It was about 10 years ago I watched Voodoo Academy. What are you doing, beef claw?
I went on holiday, I got you some rock.
Oh, Whitby Rock.
Whitby Rock. Whitby does
We
rock.
have actually got Whitby Rock.
Don't eat it now, Mark.
I'm going to suck on it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
What did we do this week, Fletch?
Dolly Dearest.
Dolly Dearest. What did we think of Dolly Dearest before we...
I thought it was fucking ace.
Yeah.
I watched Dolly Dearest when I was a kid. Like, me and my friends back in Wolverhampton, we used to kind of like, depending on whose house we went round and whose parents' video card we were using, we would either get a 15 or an 18 and watch horror films all together
Nice.
in like the living room. And it was my mate Emily's front room and we watched Dolly Dearest. I remember it being really, really fucking scary when I was like 14, 15.
And then we watched it.
I haven't watched it since up until like last week. And so yeah, this
We
is why I
watched
want
it
to
about
watch
a month ago, didn't we?
Yeah. It's why I wanted to watch it because I hadn't seen it since I was a teenager. But I remember it vividly as basically shit child's play.
That's exactly what it is.
It's not shit. No.
Well-
No.
I said I remembered it as shit child's play. I'm not saying I currently still consider it to be shit child's play. But in my head it was shit child's play.
I read a lot of reviews online about this film, and every one of them is wrong. Every one of them talks about this as just a Child's Play rip-off, and it's okay. It's not. It's better than okay. I was so scared by this film.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I hate watching horror films. I hate watching horror films. You make me do it all the
What are we
time.
doing this podcast
You make me
for?
do it all the time, and we don't always do horror films. Sometimes we do nice films.
Martial arts films.
Yeah. But
To be fair,
I got really scared.
you got genuinely scared of this film.
I did.
Well, I remember this film coming out, like you, Mark, but I don't think I ever saw it. I remember the trailer. Because I remember the horrible witchy face doll in the trailer.
Yeah, Evil Doll.
When you were a kid, did you ever accidentally watch a film that was way too mature for you by accident?
Yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Evil Dead 2.
How did it happen?
It was a
Cunty
scene.
Mates.
Mine was it was a scene from Evil Dead 2. Was on film 80 whatever it would have been at the time when Evil Dead was out. 82. So
Yeah.
and it was the scene with the cracks going up her legs, and I was very young and I saw that, and I was just, that's
Because
where it all began.
I had a copy of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser on VHS, and it started off as The Mummy, but in the middle it became Brain Dead,
Right.
and
Okay.
that's why I watched Brain Dead as a child.
Right.
And then right at the end of Brain Dead, it just went back to The Mummy.
Was it recorded off Sky?
Someone just taped it over with Brain Dead.
Oh.
Brain Dead's a fantastic film.
Yeah.
I never knew how it ended. I didn't even know what the film was called or anything like that. And then years later,
You watched it.
yeah,
oh, this is from that video! It's happening again!
I never trusted Brendan Fraser again.
No, well, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street when I was like 10 or 11, and it was because this older kid just had a copy and said, "Do you want to come around my house and watch a horror film?" I was traumatized. It's why I love Nightmare on Elm Street now, because it was the coolest thing that I'd seen, this 18 horror film, and I was like 12. I had nightmares for weeks, and then I watched it again when I was 14 or 15 because it was the coolest thing.
Yeah, it is.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, we realised that he
Yeah,
hadn't
you
seen
said
the
you'd
first...
seen like Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and thought it was Nightmare on Elm Street 1, and
I did.
the most homoerotic film in all of ever. I love Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I can't believe you didn't invite me to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street
We did
2.
invite you to do it, but you couldn't do it, I think.
No, I couldn't do it. Dolly Dearest though?
Dolly Dearest.
Released in 91. I think I saw it in about 95 when I first saw it, so I was maybe a little bit older. Yeah.
Well, I saw it a few weeks ago.
Well, yes.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever saw it. Let's get into it. Dolly
Dearest.
Dearest, 1991.
Written and directed by Maria Leese.
Ooh,
Who's that then? Have you got your trivia?
Maria Leese. She was an actress, but she wrote and directed this one. She was in Love Camp 7.
What's that?
It was a video nasty.
Love Camp 7.
Yeah, it was one of the original video nasties.
Oh, hot slices of trivia coming out here today, Fletch.
I've always wanted to watch all of the video Nazis. No.
Well,
all
it's
of the video
it is a
Nazis.
Nazi exploitation.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hence the camp part. No, it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you meant like a love camp. I've just realised it's like a love camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty fucked up.
But no, I've always wanted to watch them all.
Films
I've never
like
got
that.
round to it.
Films like that, you watch them and you're like, maybe they had a point.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gratuitous.
I mean, I've seen I Spit on Your Grave, and you know.
Did you know there's like sequels like I
Penis
Spit on Your
tracking.
Grave 6 now or something?
Of course there is.
Yeah.
And all of them are irrelevant other than the first one, which was actually quite a good film, actually.
Did you watch the remake?
No.
I hated it.
Dolly Dearest, 1991. The film starts. No pasa. A big sign outside a Mexican mine.
Oh, before you start, right, my first love art was just for the titles, because I liked the evil
We
red
haven't got
world.
to that yet.
Have we not got to that?
No, we haven't got to that
Okay, right. How many love arts have I got today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 love arts? That's a lot of love arts.
A lot of love arts. I think is that the most you've
That
had?
is my most love arts ever, I think.
Right, so no pasa is the first thing you see. A sign, no entry. Don't go in the bloody mine, Bab.
No.
Dangerous in there. And archaeologist fella is in there having a bit of a tinker around, messing with Mayan things, we think, that he shouldn't be messing with. Things that should be left underground, chipping away. He can't get through this door. Eventually he gets through the door falls on him and crushes him, and he releases an evil red spirit into the world.
He releases the Evil Dead camera.
Yeah. It flies.
Yeah, he does.
The evil red spirit flies out of the crypt, out of the tomb, Evil Dead style, into civilization and into the factory full of dolls. But before it flies into that, it flies into the logo of the film.
Which I thought was really, really cool.
Yeah.
I really like that. That earned a love heart, and I described it as Evil Red Whirl.
Evil Red World.
Evil
yeah.
Red Whirl, and then it became Dolly Dearest.
Yeah.
And then more importantly than anything, the star of this film is Mr. Sam Bottoms.
Sam Bottoms, I missed that.
Sam Bottoms.
Who is Sam Bottoms? Who does he play?
I think the Sam Bottoms plays the dad, I think.
Dad.
Well, his surname is Bottoms. Bottoms. Sam Bottoms.
The incredibly emotive dad.
Rip Torn was in this
Rip
film.
Torn
Rip Torn was in this film.
Senor.
So was Sam Bottoms, who...
Are you a big fan of Sam Bottoms?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Sam Bottoms' name. I mean, I've not Googled Sam Bottoms because I suspect that
it's
would
a bit
get
childish. That is, Mark. I'm not gonna lie. That's a bit.
You take that out, please, fan.
Sam Bottoms' name.
The Bottoms joke.
Sam
Take it
Bottoms.
out.
I'm going to bleep it. He's just gonna be like Sam. Boop.
But anyway, Sam Bottoms earned my second love out because I laughed when the name Sam Bottoms came across the screen.
Okay.
I just laughed.
You've used up
A
your
lot.
quota of Sam Bottoms. You can't say it anymore.
But no, I haven't Googled Sam Bottoms because I suggest I would probably get some pornography. Well, then maybe I should
Just hit that
Google
I'm
Sam
feeling
Bottoms
lucky
'cause-
button and see where it takes you.
Right, I'm going to do that right now. Sam Bottoms.
Okay.
I'm feeling
Google Sam
lucky.
Bottoms.
Let's have a look. Sam
Okay.
Bottoms.
Whilst he's doing that,
Sam Bottoms is an American actor, apparently. Who knew?
the American actor.
The American.
There you go. There's Sam Bottoms. It is the dad.
Yeah.
He's a.
Sam Bottoms. What? Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
Sam Bottoms is dead. He died in 2008.
What?
Sam Bottoms was in Apocalypse Now.
What?
Who is he in Apocalypse Now?
Fuck knows.
IMDb this man now. Bring up Sam Bottoms. We mocked him for this, and now he's interesting.
Sam Bottoms.
It's interesting.
Wikipedia. Sam Bottoms. But he was quite young when he died. Born in 1955. Died in 2008. He was only 53. Oh, Sam. Sam Bottoms. He appeared with Clint Eastwood in The Outlaw.
Nice.
And
The Outlaw, as in Josie Wales.
yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and Bottoms may most be remembered for his role as Surfer Lance B. Johnson in Apocalypse Now.
Oh, the surfer dude.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, he's the
Sam
surfer
Bottoms.
Dude.
Sam
The one who
Bottoms.
goes mental.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So he
Sam
could act,
Bottoms.
The one who trips balls out in Vietnam and like.
Sam Bottoms.
Stop saying Sam Bottoms.
I'm not
Sam
Sam
Bottoms.
Sam Bottoms.
Right.
I wonder if he.
Family on a plane. The Wade family.
I'm
Tasha Yar!
Tasha
It's
Yar.
Tasha Yar!
Tasha Yar from Star Trek is the mum.
Tasha Yar and Sam Bottom.
The boy's reading a book. Did you notice that the book is called Why Bad Things Happen to Good Kids? That's the book. That's the book that the kid's reading. And there's a little girl there. She's sat in between Star Trek and Surf Madman.
Sam Bottoms.
Sam Bottoms. Turns out Dad has bought a fucking Mexican doll factory, guys.
This scene is very functional.
Senor Wade is greeted at the airport with all his permits for the factory, for the creepy doll factory he's bought. And a welcoming letter from the city saying, "Good luck with Dolly Dearest."
Oh my word.
Did you spot that the kid's frock looked really kind of incongruous? It looked like something like a Little House on the Prairie.
It really
did, yeah.
It looked like, it was like something from the 20s when they were all clearly 80s, 90s people.
Yeah.
It was weird. Why did the kid have that frock on? What are you doing
know.
dressing your child like that, Sam Bottoms?
Also, I don't understand.
You don't understand.
I'm still
Just
thinking of the name Sam
Just
Bottoms.
ignore him.
Just ignore him.
Just ignore him like a swearing baby. He'll stop it if you just ignore him.
Oh, it's going well. I'm so glad you had me back.
This is why we won't do Voodoo Academy.
Oh,
Because you can't stop talking about bottoms. And from what I understand, that film is just all bottoms.
It's an
And
interesting.
maybe some tops.
It's an quite. Nah, they're all bottoms.
They're all bottoms. We, the audience, are the top.
Yes, indeed. Anyway,
Right, go on, Fletch, carry on.
No.
Right, I mean, obviously I'm coming into this as like a woke 2019 40-something homo. But I've just written Mexican con job, because it is a little bit in it that they've been conned by Mexicans.
Well, they don't find out they've conned just yet. They get there and they find...
Well, it's kind of... I don't really understand what he's doing.
Well-
So he's bought a factory.
He's bought the factory and the house.
He's bought a creepy doll factory.
Yeah.
He's no idea what it looks like. He's never been in there. The idea is that he's going to make dolls.
He's been told it's a lovely factory and they turn up and it's shit.
Yeah,
And it's
horrible.
already got dolls in it. And he's like, I'm going to sell these dolls. So is he going... So did he buy the contents of the factory, or is he making dolls?
He's bought. I think he's bought the brand because he's showing. Because he says on the plane, didn't he, to his daughter, he says,
Oh,
look at this creepy little bastard."
So
Every
he's just
little girl in the world is going to want one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's just taking over a company.
Maybe boys might as well. Again, I'm being a bit woke, kind of woke 2019, but you could have said every child in the world is going to want one of those.
Yeah,
My
well-
nephew's got a fucking doll. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing, mate.
What are we going to do?
Well, my nephew's doll is called Baby Jeff.
Baby Jeff.
Yeah, Baby Jeff.
Baby Jeff.
Baby Jeff is brilliant. Baby Jeff is brilliant. I gave it to Ernest for my nephew's called Ernest. Great name. I gave it to him for Christmas, and he played really nice with Baby Jeff all through Christmas Day. Loved him and fussed him, fed his milk, rocked him, and then completely unprovoked, with no warning whatsoever, he gets Baby Jeff by the head and wangs him at my mum's Christmas tree. And my mum went,
Oh, Baby Jeff.
and I got in more trouble than Ernest for laughing because it encouraged him to do bad shit.
Now he's constantly chucking babies at trees.
I'm a terrible uncle.
Uncle Mark.
Children shouldn't throw babies at
Terrible.
trees. But
Ernest is going to
Uncle-
grow up to be a serial killer now, and it's
But it
your
was
fault.
funny, it was- anyway.
The police are going to call him like the baby tree wanger, and he's just
The lumberjack. That's what they're
That's
calling
my
him.
nephew. He's brilliant. He just so happened to wang Baby Jeff at the Christmas tree.
That's how it starts, mate.
He did. But yeah, so yeah, boys can have dolls too. Is my point. And then Baby Jeff.
maybe it was an evil doll, and he's got more got more moxie than these
Maybe
kids.
he went, throw me at the tree.
Baby Jeff is like Dolly Dearest and like.
But Ernest is just like fuck this.
Had enough of this.
Wang Baby Jeff.
Yeah, I've seen Dolly Dearest. I'm not fucking with this bullshit.
Along with the creepy factory, they get a lovely big house. A lovely, lovely big house. And the same maid from Goonies. She works there. Do you think that's her thing? Her main thing at the agency? Need a Mexican maid.
No, I just think if you're like a middle-aged Mexican woman, that's probably
That's
the only
only
job
gonna get
anyone will fucking give you because
I didn't like her.
you didn't like her.
No.
We,
I thought she was a bell end.
I know what he's going to say as well.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we'll get to it in a bit. Lovely massive house. Tell you what they've got in the garden though. Horrible, creepy Wendy house.
Really elaborate Wendy.
Yeah,
The whole
it is,
thing
yeah.
was quite creepy and nasty before there was even a fucking doll.
It was. This film was really good.
Did you really?
Why are you...
This film was naff, but
Right.
No,
funny
it wasn't
and
naff.
cool.
You guys told me this was rubbish, and then I watched it at night on my own at home, and I was like,
He texted me a picture of the dolls last night and said, you told me this was shit.
Shit, but it's wonderful.
I was
shit.
so scared.
legit.
Yeah,
I was scared when I was 12.
I fucking hate horror films. I can't watch them.
Why? They're brilliant.
They're too scary.
Oh, not this one.
This one was well scary, right?
tell
The
you
dolls. Have you seen the dolls?
The little
You
eggs.
watched the film?
Look.
Oh, the picture that you sent me?
Well, no, just.
The dolls were scary.
The dolls were scary because you know that uncanny valley. Have you ever heard the term?
Yeah.
So when some things.
You sent me that, so I sent him a picture of Hulk Hogan.
Of course. Why not? Dollies.
So you know when something is recognisably human but not quite.
Yeah, that's
And then that's that kind of unsettling.
That's
what these dolls are.
That's the sweet spot.
The uncanny
What
valley.
your text said to me, Dolly Dearest is too scary, I can't watch it. And then I said, just keep telling yourself it's just a film. Then you seemed quite annoyed and said, you told me this was dumb. I've got another hour of watching this spooky ass shit. And you sent me a picture of the dolls, which conveniently is the part of the film that we're actually at now.
Hey!
So you don't.
I was already frightened. Yeah. I was already frightened by that point.
They hadn't fucking moved yet.
I was already scared.
So
Oh
they go
my
to the
goodness.
factory. They go to the factory, the family do, to check it out.
Sam Bottoms and Tasha Yar.
Sammy B. I'm calling him Sammy B.
Sammy B and Tash.
Sammy B and Tasha Yar go to look at the factory and it's a fucking shithole.
It is a
Absolute
shithole.
shithole. And he's like, you told me that this place was like, you'd kept it in working order. And he's like, no, senor, I told you we kept it as it was and this is how the old lady used to keep it. And he's like, this is fucking awful. Little girl follows a frog.
Yeah,
follows a frog in the factory into a room.
I'm not sure that's a good factory. A hygienic factory if it's letting in frogs.
Well, they're not making food, are they? They're making dolls.
Follows the frog into a room of horrendous dolls covered up with a blanket. While this is going on, Senor Wade is, well, he doesn't seem that bothered, to be honest. Senor Wade, he's acting, he's like,
He gets over it.
Yeah, gets over it
Sam
really
Bottoms.
quickly.
He just really loves dolls.
He really loves dolls.
It is a bit creepy how much Sam Bottoms love dolls.
Now, the boy wanders off and he finds the sign that says, No pasa! From the start of the episode, which feels like about 3 weeks ago now.
It does.
And he starts dicking around in the mine. Girls,
Stupid kid.
it's like, Dad, I found this room full of horrible dolls. And he's like, yeah, this is what I'm on about. This is what it's all about. This is why we've bought this. And he says, do you want to pick one of these? You can pick whichever one you want. So she pulls the blanket off and she wants, I want that one.
He pulls apart the blanket thing on it, revealing the doll's fucking horribly almost human face.
They are quite icky.
Yeah.
Even before they move, they're quite icky dolls, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Some dolls
And she
are not-
says, like, I want that horrible one.
I want that extra fucking creepy one, please.
The one that's clearly a person with a mask on.
Some dolls, right, aren't creepy. Like Baby Jeff wasn't creepy. Baby Jeff was
Baby
cute.
Jeff.
Baby Jeff was coming
Well,
to
he
him.
did. Baby Jeff was cute. Whereas some of the ones that you see, they're just nasty, ugly, fucking.
And little ceramic bastards.
Yeah. Well, these ones were even before they moved their faces, they were like that. They weren't Baby Jeffs. Oh, Baby Jeff.
Hate
I
it.
bet Baby Jeff's in a cupboard now. That was a year ago.
Good.
That was last
Stay in that
Christmas. Baby Jeff's
Stay in that
a cupboard.
fucking cupboard, Jeff, you prick.
Yeah.
That's Christmas now. Spare a thought for Baby Jeff.
Baby
It's
Jeff.
December.
It's December, yeah.
You know, I love December. I love Christmas, and I love Christmas films.
We're doing some Christmas films. We might have done them by now in the series of December. Don't worry about it. Kayfabe, we're recording it this afternoon.
Can I come on for Christmas as well?
Oh yeah, we'll see. If we can fit you in,
Yeah.
we'll get you down for that.
Actually, no.
Oh.
No, because you also lied to me about this film. Because I came round when you were watching the end of it,
Why
and
you
you
say-
also said it was wretched, and it was really scary, and I'm not happy with the pair of you.
It's I don't suspect I didn't say it was wretched.
Because that doesn't sound like something you would
I do
say.
use wretched to describe a lot of things, but I like this film, so I don't think I'd have called it wretched.
Right, let's.
I mean, it does.
Tortoises.
Right, the
Sorry?
little kid. The kid at the mine. They're like, "Get away from the bloody mine, you! Get in the car. We're going home. We've picked up this shitty factory." And the guy who picks them up, who's the Mexican fella who met him from the plane, says to the kid, "Oh, don't go mucking around in there. It's really dangerous." There was an archaeologist crushed to death down there the other day. So what was he looking for? He said, "Oh, like Mayan stuff." And he says, "Hey, the Mayans, they were pretty cool dudes."
They were pretty
They do
cool,
like human
dudes.
sacrifices, the fucking Mayans.
Yeah, it's a long time ago, Mark.
Different time then, mate. It's different.
But yeah,
They're not as woke as we are now.
No.
all work has been called off because man got crushed, and they're waiting for Rip Torn, Senor, to come from the university to finish off the work. And they drive home with the fucking devil doll in the back of the car. Unbeknownst to themselves, that it is full with the evil red spirit
Yeah.
from the ground.
Nasty.
Now, back home, it's night time, bedtime, lads. Bedtime for the kids. Jessie goes to bed, takes the doll with her. She will do. It's a new toy. She loves it, guys. She
Yeah.
loves it. She puts it on a rocking chair. It looks wretched.
It goes.
Well, no, she says, "Say goodnight to Dolly," to Mum. And then instantly, like, she says goodnight. "You're my only playmate," is what Jessie says, because she's a sad little girl.
Well, to be fair,
The head-
it's taken her hundreds of miles to the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere, Mexico. Of course, she's only got one playmate.
Yeah.
Well, she's
got the
she's
doll.
been writing letters to her mates on the plane, wasn't she? She was writing
Yeah.
letters because she's 12 minutes in, the head moves.
Does. Did you like that, Fletch?
No.
Did you not?
The next day, Goonies is cooking dinner with Star Trek. Goonies and Star Trek cooking dinner together.
Tash.
All of these vegetables were grown by my brother. He grows it with turkey manure. It's the best thing for growing vegetables, apparently.
I didn't know that. Turkey
Now-
manure.
Yeah.
It's not
How can you have turkey manure? That's how much do turkeys shit?
I don't know. I'm sure it's like turkeys must
Get your phone out, Mark.
turkey
Oh yeah,
manure.
because I've already fucking googled Sam Bottoms.
Google
today.
turkey shit.
Manure, it's a natural progression, Bab. Get on it.
Turkey manure.
Right.
Jessie's at home with the doll, with Dee Dee, and she says, "I'm gonna go and play with the doll in the."
Call
in the
01302 725544 Mr. Muck Derby Organic Manure. That's
Oh.
what comes up when I type in turkey manure.
Oh,
into
so it's a
Google.
real thing.
So Mr. Muck just got some free advertising.
I've got a lad who sells it locally.
Yeah.
Good.
Turkey manure is a valuable natural fertiliser containing turkey droppings, bedding, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Animals should not be grazed on lands on which poultry litter has been spread.
Well, there we go.
Farmers should avoid spreading near waterways and comply with the recommended level of animal manure for land spreading. Factsaboutturkeymure.com.
Jessie takes Dolly into the creepy doll's house in the garden. Mum watches from the kitchen, picks up a few doodles that the cute little tyke's been doing, but they're full of dragons and spite and knives and worms and blackness. She's worried by these violent drawings. She goes there. Fletch, you all right?
No.
She goes upstairs to put some washing away. 14 minutes 30. She hears the steps of the devil doll.
I hated this
The
bit.
devil doll's in the mirror. Camera pans round. Pans back round. Doll's fucking gone, mate.
Mate,
Fucking
were you
gone.
scared, Fletch?
Mum's a bit. She's like, something's not right here. She's like, Jessie, is that you? She can't be you because I saw you in the fucking shed.
Yeah.
Next day, the family are out in the car. They return home, and there's a priest blessing the house.
What the actual fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? Did they ask this woman to get a priest to bless the house? No.
Is that
No,
why
they
you
did
don't
not.
like her?
That's
Absolutely right. It's a violation. This woman brought in a vicar without the householder's permission to violate their home with a bless. I mean, I don't want some fuck to come and bless my house. And the Christian iconography is revolting. It's like, what the actual fuck, forcing her religion on people? I was so... Spoiler, I was really pleased when she died. Sanctimonious cunt.
I think...
Just let God into your heart.
Anyway,
Mark.
Am I wrong? Is it not a violation? Is it not a complete and utter overstepping the mark?
I think she thought she was doing the right thing, Mark.
I'm
in
sure
this
she
situation.
fucking did because she's deluded.
Dolly Dearest, Mark, calm down. Dolly Dearest, calm down. Think about it. It's about a voodoo spirit.
It is a
It's about a voodoo spirit. Calm
It's
down.
not a voodoo spirit.
It's not real. None of it's real. The priest is blessing the house because the old lady's like thinks voodoo. It's all gone bad in here. So you can see bad things happening. They pull up in the car outside, and the girl starts freaking out because she fucking hates Jesus.
Yeah,
and she's like, I want Dolly! I want Dolly! So they go and get Dolly immediately, not seeing that Dolly is the fucking issue that's putting the devil in the head of the baby child.
That bit's quite scary.
Jesse then looks
Yeah, the acting was actually quite good.
Jesse then looks...
Cray child.
Maybe of the Omen.
Jesse then looks at the Goonies maid. A lot of disdain. A lot of hate.
I identified with Jessie at this point.
She had a really good bitch face.
Yeah.
She
Like,
definitely
the
had
look.
a bitch face.
She gives the fucking the look, the dirty scowl.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'd have given the maid that scowl as well.
Now this is when we meet Professor Rip Torn, senor.
Professor Ripton.
He's in a university office and he's just received back the photos of the tomb that the dead archaeologist who got crushed by the door at the start of the film has sent back to him. And he's got to go. He's like, I'm leaving right now. I've got to go and see this for myself. This is fucking serious voodoo problems.
Yeah, like that, but in a beautiful Rip Torn voice.
Oh,
But he's
Rip Torn.
Mexican accent, senor.
It wasn't.
He's not. He's just Rip Torn.
Yeah,
just
but
all the time.
Occasionally just goes, I am Mexican, senor.
Oh, Rip Torn.
Rip.
God rest his soul. In such classics,
R.I.P. R.I.P.
in such classics as Men in Black and RoboCop 3.
Robocop and Freddy Got Fingered.
I fucking hate
Rip
that
Torn has
film.
been in many good things and many not
Bad
so good things.
Yeah. Now, Mum is fucking worried. She is worried because the screaming in the car seemed to be from out of nowhere. She's like, fucking, did you see that? To the dad. The dad not bothered.
Sam Bottoms.
Sam Bottoms couldn't give a shit.
No, he doesn't. No,
he
he's
doesn't give a shit.
Sam Bottoms
and he's like,
is
look,
a very nice man.
I'll tell you what you do. I'm gonna take the boy to the factory for the day, and you can sort the nutty girl out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a day alone, just chilling out. Oh, and by the way, the sewing machines are arriving next week. Mum goes out to Dolly's house, to the dollhouse in the garden, and she sees Jessie talking to Dolly Dearest because she sees two shadows. Both of them are moving about. It might be a trick of the light, guys.
Yeah.
But it looks. I'm not sure. She goes and opens the door. Jessie says, Dolly says we're gonna like it here. Goonies watches from the window and she sees bad juju and she lights some Jesus candles. The boy.
Were you just waiting for me to say something?
Down.
I just shook my head with disdain.
The boy sneaks out in the night. He goes to the mine. No, passa! He's not fucking listening to the sign.
He fucking passed out though, didn't he?
Oh, fucking.
He passes
He
the
fucking
fuck out.
pass out the fuck out of that. Tiny guard dog.
Oh, I like
Hold
the
me
dog.
closer, tiny guard dog.
I
There's a
like
little
the
Scotty dog
dog.
running around.
There's a few animals in this film.
I
Little
like
black
that.
Scotty dog.
If you Google this film, one of the first things that show up is Humane Hollywood, and this has an approval. So
Oh,
good stuff. Good stuff. Thumbs up.
better than the cat from outer space. Fucking hell.
Did they send a cat to space?
Well, no, they had a scene where the cat was knocked out, and they legit knocked out a cat and had this cat and they were moving its arms and this floppy cat. It wasn't a fucking puppet. It was a cat that they'd actually given some anaesthetic. And it was like a floppy... It was fucking horrendous.
Knock out that cat.
I did
What is this?
The Cat from Outer Space.
Right.
I talked about the Cat from Outer Space on another podcast, and I loved it until they legitimately just animal cruelty the cat.
Fucking cold-cocked a cat.
Well, it wasn't dead. They just like given it anaesthetic for this scene where it had been given anaesthetic.
That's right.
And it's like, it's not alright!
It's method acting.
Fucking Disney!
There's loads of actors that when they need to take drugs in a film, they take the actual
But
drugs.
it's a cat!
Nicolas Cage did fucking loads of cocaine when he did Bad Lieutenant.
Didn't give, the cat did not give permission.
Yes, he did.
No,
He did.
Oh, they fucking
He did. He did. He said meow meow.
Yeah, he wanted
Meow meow.
He wanted,
Sorry, back to drugs now.
he wanted meow meow.
that
Calm down,
cutie.
you dirty shit. You can have this.
But I was
value.
living.
Fucking
I was
chap.
really,
What do you want that for?
You animal.
I was really enjoying the Cat from Outer Space, and then suddenly animal fucking cruelty. Fucking Disney. Listen to me on the Without a Mouse podcast. I talk about the Cat Without a Space, although you did just get a massive spoiler.
Okay.
I've got a radio show as well. Got my own podcast.
Advertise it then, dude.
Can I?
That was like the first time you came on to this show. You were like, just coming on to plug the podcast,
And I
and you
didn't
never
plug it.
did.
No.
Where are we now?
About
5 or 6
months later.
episodes.
We've
yeah.
been on an emotional journey together, and
We have.
just remembered.
Involving slugs.
And these fuckers still don't know who you are.
Yeah, listen to me on Pull or Pass. It's on Spotify and all other ones, including the Apple one, I don't know. And www.mixcloud.com/pull or pass. And
There you
you
go.
can listen to... Because it's a radio show that's broadcast at 11 o'clock every Saturday on Fab Radio. There's like actual music in it sometimes, but the podcast version, copyright shit in it, I can't do that. So yeah, Pull or Pass podcast, it's well good.
So the boys at the mine,
Oh yeah, sorry.
tiny guard dog, Scotty dog, he ignores the
I
dog.
like the dog.
He finds the map of the area and he
I'd
just...
like that dog more if he was drugged.
Oh no! Don't be mean to. Oh, fuck you, Cat from Outer Space.
I saw a dog on the way here, I kicked it.
You didn't know, did you? You probably just
kicked-
fucked.
I
Don't, Fletch!
I kicked it and rubbed cocaine in its eyes.
It's out there.
What the fuck?
It's out there smashed in two totally different ways.
He's just mauling a child right now.
Yeah. So,
What the actual fuck?
Mum notices that Goonies is lighting all these Jesus candles and she's gone Jesus mad. She's praying all the time and there's candles everywhere. She's like, hey, it's...
Don't do any good, does it?
Well, we'll see. She goes outside and Jessie's sat with the horrible doll having breakfast and drawing pictures. She's like, oh, let's have a look, see what you're drawing. And she's drawn fucking horrible dragons and fire and fucking awfulness again. And she said, what's all this? Where's all this come from? She said, oh, this is the stuff that this doll tells me about. Tells me about fire and death, you know, all that sort of stuff. And she's been waiting for a girl like me for years and years and years.
900.
900 years.
That's a lot of years.
Mum is like really worried about Jessie. Goonies comes over to put some breakfast down. Jessie clocks that Goonies has got a fucking crucifix on a fucking bracelet, swears at her in what we think is Spanish, and pushes the old bastard over!
Good.
And runs off with the doll.
Good.
Mum's like, look, I'm really sorry, Goonies. I think she's got some issues. Since she's had that doll, she's been acting like a twat, if I'm honest. It's spoiled. That's what happens. I'm sorry, she swore at you in Spanish, and she says, it wasn't Spanish, Bab. It was the ancient language of the Sanzia. And I understand this language, because I'm old and Mexican, and I've been in here for years. And the son, she's like, well, what's that mean? Is that like, you know, a mine? And she's like, oh, they're bad people, bad juju. They're spirits. They fly with the evil one.
Metal as fuck.
So Jessie has taken Dee Dee to the fucking doll's house. She's having a bit of a conflab with the devil doll in there. Mum bursts in. Can't get in at first. She's like, what? Why did you push Goonies out there? Why did you push that old lady? What's she doing? She's going, fucking Jesus bracelet, Mum. She had a Jesus bracelet on. She likes spirits, and the spirits hate the doll fella. And Mum is like super stressed, and she says, look, you need to just say sorry to the lady from the Goonies. She does. She goes and says sorry. And then Goonies says, there is evil here. And Mum's like, look, I've seen you burning all these candles. I've seen you doing all that. I don't want you religious nonsense in my house. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but like Mark says, keep it out my grill.
That bit in the Wendy house is really well framed.
Yeah, it is.
Because she's refusing to go and apologise to the woman. She's being a dick. And then she turns and looks at the doll.
And then she's like, I'll dip it better.
Yeah, and then she starts acting really nice. And the way it's framed is she stood there and she's being really nice and clearly like pretending. But the doll's just sat there right behind her, like an influence.
It's ick. It's
tell you
really
what she's doing.
innit?
She's fucking gaslighting Mum is what she's doing, the little shit. Making Mum think she's going mad.
Parents are idiots.
Yeah. Now,
so are children.
Goonies is like, this place is full of evil. I am not having any of it. I have been talking to my sister, who is a nun. She says I shouldn't be here. I'm going to leave. So if I disappear in the night, I was supposed to go. All right, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah, in a bit.
Jessie definitely fucking trying to fiddle her mum's brain, making her think she's going nuts. Says, oh, night, Dolly. Night time again. Fucking doll. Usually leave it in the rocking chair, don't they, mate? It's there when she goes to bed, isn't it? She says, night, Dolly, turns round, where's it gone? Rocking chair, rocking on its own.
That was brilliant, the rocking chair rocking on its own.
Mum and Dad have gone out. Mum and Dad have gone out for the night, mate.
Goonies is in trouble.
Goonies is fucking at it now.
I don't like it.
Jessie's like, where are you creepy bastard? Where are you? Jessie can't find her anywhere. She goes to look around the house. She doesn't see it, but we, as the viewer, see... little horrible doll legs.
That got a love art from me. Those creepy little fucking legs was well good.
Yeah.
Nasty shit.
Yeah.
That got a love art.
Now, Goonies
You must have like a big concentration of love arts because you've not mentioned one in ages. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. We're just all getting in. Now, Goonies is doing maid stuff, folding stuff up, ironing. Do you know what I mean? Maid stuff. Dolly goes to the shed, and Jessie follows the horrible devil doll into the shed. Goonies hears the door going. She's like, Jessie, get out the fucking, get in the house. It's late, you're going to get in trouble. This is Mexico. Someone's going to steal you.
Wow.
She goes outside, gets locked out. Goonies is locked out. She says, right,
bitch.
You stay here. I'm going to go around the front, see if I can get in. Can't get in at the front. Tries the creepy basement doors. Goes in the basement.
But that's not wise, is it?
Puts on the light.
No.
And the basement is full of creepy bits of dolls.
No.
Arms and legs.
It is pretty cool.
And a shelf full of eyes.
What do you mean cool? Do you mean horrifying?
Yeah, I love
fucking
horror films.
sociopath.
I love horror films. I've got 3 love arts in quick succession for this one scene.
Well, Goonies goes in. A tiny plastic doll's hand locks the door.
Yeah, that earns a love art. That nasty little creepy hand was well good.
Goonies is now really scared because she's like, this is fucking weird, mate. There's bits of dolls. I've been here years. I ain't never seen this. She's going down the stairs. As she walks down the stairs, creepy little bastard doll through the stairs.
Brilliant.
Goonies falls down the stairs.
Fuck off.
Brilliant.
Right.
It was brilliant.
I was like at home on my own. I literally just fucking
So good.
through the fucking stairs. It's horrible. It's horrible.
It's ace.
It's what it goes there like that. The doll makes that noise. Why does it do that? That's fucking.
Because it's a scary fucking doll. If it was a nice doll, we wouldn't have a film.
Well, why
would
are we watching a nice doll film?
Because we're not going to watch fucking Rainbow Bright.
Toy Story. That's a nice. No.
We can watch. Is Rainbow Bright on YouTube? We can watch that for you, you big fanny.
So this happens. The shock of it. The shock of it.
Where's
Goonies falls down the stairs, and she hits the fucking deck. Bam!
She does.
It's bloody. It was under the stairs. No shit. I've written in the notes. It's bloody under the stairs.
Yeah, because that's what you exclaim when this fucking thing just goes just under the.
Brilliant.
As she hits the deck, a fucking little ball rolls towards her. It's an eyeball!
Yeah, that got a love heart from me. That was fucking superb. This is great horror. The little legs, the nasty little hand, and the creepy rolling eye. That was three love arts.
Finished with the death of Goonies yet,
Three
mate.
love arts in quick succession because it's just fantastic horror. Really well thought out, nasty, creepy shit. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Dolly fucking Dearest.
Dolly Dearest then stabs Goonies
She does.
repeatedly.
Well good.
Goonies gets wrapped up in the electrical light, in the fairy light, in the light that she was pulling earlier on, and then falls into a pool of water and dies in an electric death bath.
The jump scares in this scene were superb as well. I love a jump scare. Scares the shit out of me.
Fucking hate jumps.
So after the little bastard chucks Goonies in the death bath, she turns around and she said, "Jessie, come and play."
Oh, so good.
Mum and Dad are home from their night out. There are no lights in the house. The fuse box has clicked. Dad goes to check the fuse box. Dad is not bothered by anything. He's like, oh,
He's a chill dude.
yeah, chill, dude.
Yeah, I'll go buy a factory in Mexico, whatever.
Yeah.
He goes down into the basement. Mum goes to check on the kids. Jessie is not in bed.
Fuck.
There's no electricity, so she lights candles. She goes in and finds Timmy, the son. He hasn't heard anything because he's been listening to his Walkman personal stereo cassette player. Dad's in the basement and he finds...
This lad is the main source of jump scares through the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really good, this bit, actually. Because he keeps just walking in. About 3 times, he just walks into a room.
And he's like, well, she's not in
He's like,
here.
"No, she's not in here." And you're like, "Look, stop it."
So good.
At one point, he's walking down a corridor and some lightning hits. And you don't see him until the lightning hits. This film's really good, isn't it?
There's a lot of really good stuff, really good horror in this film. I think it's underrated if people think it's cack.
It's the best. That's some of the best kind of
Are you
false
gonna
jump
s-
scares I've seen.
Well, we did Child's Play a few weeks ago. How does this compare to Child's Play with Devil Doll films for you?
I love Child's Play.
I'm asking you, Fletch, as a serious question. Don't shrug me off.
I mean, Child's Play didn't have Rip Torn in it. Though,
No, I
did
didn't. Well, that's
No.
it. That's enough. That's all I need. Dad, when he's in the basement, he finds that it's full of little fucking horrible bits of dolls. All the shelves. I mean, what did he expect? He bought a house next to a doll factory. Goonies is nowhere to be fucking seen. No one's seen him. Can't find Jessie. Can't find Goonies. What is? And they're like, oh, they must be together somewhere. It'll be fine. They've nicked out to the shop, something like that, in Mexico, in the middle of nowhere. A storm brews, as Fletch was saying. Fucking lightning striking. Dad manages to get the power back on, and he's like, hang on a minute. This electrical cable here, this is the problem. Ah, I can see what the problem is here now. Dad style, I bet he stood back, hands on hips, and went, oh yeah. Fucking light cable's gone in the fucking water tank here. I'll get it out with my bare hands.
That's not wise.
As he's trying to pull the electrical cable out with his bare hands, he doesn't pull out a cable, he pulls out a dead fucking Goonies.
And he's not even remotely traumatised.
He's not really that bothered.
Sam
He says-
Bottoms has got nerves of steel because he's like, oh, dead mate. And then they move on.
Yeah, but before that happens, when he finds that,
Yeah.
before that, Mum realises that Jessie isn't in the house. She says, oh my God, she's in the doll's house. And just as he says that, the windows fucking explode because the house gets struck by lightning. Dad finds the dead body of Goonies. This is all going on downstairs.
Dad does not find the dead body of Goonies. The dead body of Goonies finds Dad.
Yeah, just to the surface.
Lurching out of the water.
Yeah, it's well good. It's nasty, ain't it?
Yeah. As this is going
Like
on...
a cork.
As this is going...
Popping out.
As this is going on, there is a whole new level of shit going on upstairs. The patio doors open, fling open. Jessie is stood in the middle, lightning cracking. She stood there in like a Victorian dress, looking like an evil bastard. Jessie is not okay, guys.
Creepy as fuck.
Jessie is not okay. The next day, Mum's just sat outside reading by the pool. Dad just says, "Oh yeah, I mean, I'll phone the family."
I'll phone the family.
Yeah, they're
I'll call
just
the
gonna come
family.
and pick
it's
her
fine.
up.
If I found a dead body under very suspicious circumstance in my fucking basement,
You just phone the can you come and get your dead
Yeah.
sister, please?
I would be completely traumatized, gibbering wreck.
He's not bothered.
No, not
It's not
bothered.
the first person that dies in this film. Well, it's not the last person that dies in this film that he's not bothered about either.
No.
is it?
Maybe that's why he went to Mexico, because he's just
Well, because he's a complete little psychopath.
so he can
with zero emotion.
circumvent labour laws and just fucking. How many people died in his old factory? That's why he had to buy his shit one in
that's
Mexico.
it. The next day, Mum's, as I said, sat relaxing, reading a book.
Chilling.
Sam
next
Bottoms
to the
is
pool.
the real monster of this film.
Yeah.
Sam
Yes.
Bottoms is a beast. And she's trying to read this book, and out of the corner of her eye, she keeps seeing the creepy dollhouse. Oh, I'm just going to try and get on with this book. The dollhouse calls. I'm trying to read this book here, but she's like, creepy, come and look at the creepy dollhouse. Inside the creepy dollhouse, Dee Dee is talking. She can hear. She's like, I can hear a second voice in there now. I can hear it like a horrible goblin, Fletch. So she goes up, and she hears at the door, and she's like, I can't open the door. Can't get in. Can't get in. She opens the door. Why did you lock the door? How is there a lock in this fucking shed? And what have you done to your hair? She's cut her hair, guys, to make herself look more like the doll.
More like Dolly Dearest.
Dolly Dearest.
Yeah. Jessie
I
says,
do
this
feel
is
like-
our house, that's why we locked the door, mother.
Tell you what I did think during this scene is that the kid acting's actually pretty good. The fake sincerity earned a love art for me.
Oh, she's horrible, Jessie.
nasty
She's horrible.
little fake
I've actually written it
sincerity.
down. Jessie is just evil.
Yeah, her nasty little fake sincerity earns that was a well-earned love heart.
I think everyone's good in this film.
Tasha, yeah, not so sure about Sam Bottoms.
What about Rip Torn? Bam! Rip Torn arrives on the scene like a Mexican
He
bomb,
does.
senor. He is there at the Mayan dig. Well, it's not a Mayan dig. Now, Jimmy is already there, mucking around with stuff. And then Rip Torn says, the sign says no pasa!
He's already fucking past her. That's some sales.
He's like, do one, mate, do one. And he doesn't listen, and he follows Rip Torn into the fucking dig. He's a right pain in the arse, but he is really little. But he's a fucking book learner, isn't he? He's been reading about stuff, and he's like, I can help you get into all the small bits. And they find a crypt in there. Rip Torn drops some hot non-Mayan knowledge on him, and he says this crypt was built to hold an evil spirit. It is a stone. The boy says it's a small stone coffin. So he's like, oh, I know what that is. You don't know the half of it.
Sanzia Goat Boy.
It's the Sanzia Goat Boy. The evil spirit that just wants to eat all the babies all over this town.
Right, good.
And he's like, right, can I borrow your phone? Because I need to ring someone about this because this is pretty bad. Rip Torn goes to the factories and he sees the Dolly Dearest dolls.
He knows what's up.
And he's like, whoa, he says, these dolls are very beautiful, yet haunting.
Yeah, he knows what's going on.
He's like, this shit is
But if he's been dealing with voodoo out of the ground, he knows his shit. And he drops knowledge on Sam Bottoms. He says, Sam, I'm here researching a bizarre people known as the Sanzia. They are not Mayan. He's like, Sanzia, what does that mean? He says, it literally means in Spanish, Satan on earth. He's like, wow, you need to get into this now. When can you start? And he's like, we start tonight. They start the dig. Rip Torn goes into the mine at night, documenting what his finds on tape, that he has a little dictaphone tied around his neck. Mum is on the phone to Dad. He's like, where the fuck are you? I'm really worried about Jessie. She's doing some really weird shit with this doll. When are you getting home? And he says, Senor Wade, he says, I'm working late at the office. I'll be back as soon as I can. He puts down the phone. Typical Mexican office worker, cooking burritos in the office.
Oh, I fucking love burritos.
I love burritos, but do you cook them at work, fresh?
Oh, well, if I could get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could get away with it, I'd do nothing else.
Well, this guy is like, Senor Wade, would you like a burrito? And he's like, not for me, thanks, mate. And Lewis is there at work cooking his burrito.
I love this guy.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, Jimmy, while this is going on, Jimmy's sneaking out to the mine. No pasa, Jimmy, no pasa.
Fucking pass it.
Oh. Senor Wade, Sam Bottoms, is
Sam
like,
Bottoms.
Look, I'm going to go home, Lewis. You come in, and Lewis is like, no, I'm halfway through cooking this delicious burrito.
What is his job? What is he doing?
He's just
Burrito
looking at
chef.
He's just checking the warehouse and cooking burritos.
He's just
Yeah. So he's like, I'm going to stay here and finish this burrito. You get off, because I've started it now, so I might as well finish
I'm
it.
going to stay on the clock and eat this fucking burrito whilst you pay me.
Yeah.
Send your way, you fucking idiot.
Rip Torn down in the fucking... In the dig, he finds warnings on the walls, guys, saying, "Do not crush the threshold of the tomb."
Oh, too late.
Oh my God,
So that just means no pasta then?
no pasta. Yeah.
Do you think No Pasta should just be the title of this film?
It should be the title of this film. Lewis is upstairs cooking his burrito. He picks down one of the dolls and starts mucking about with it, guys.
That's not wise.
Oh, it's like, look at you, honking its nose, dancing with it, just mucking about like you would do with a doll. He doesn't
flirting
know.
with it.
He flirts with it, which is a bit weird, but then he's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm just mucking about, and he carries on
Just
cooking
imagine
his,
how vexed Dolly Dearest is, though. She's well vexed that she's been mucked about like that.
cooking his burrito. Little bastard turns its head.
Oh.
Lewis sees it out the corner of his eye and he's like, something going on here. And then he hears a cat. Because is it a cat?
Kitty.
Is it a kitty? He goes to look into the warehouse, hearing another cat noise.
Kitty.
There's another horrible scream, and there's a fucking Dolly Dearest in the boxes, Fletch, and it pokes out and does the same thing from the stairs and goes at him.
Ah, this...
And there's loads of them on the shelves. There's loads of them, Fletch.
This is really weird. It's got a really weird beat to it, this scene has.
Yeah.
It's a love art from me.
What, being
In my
chased
notes,
by
I've put
by the
Kitty.
multiples.
In my notes, I've put Kitty,
Horror doll!
That's and then a love heart. Because what a fucking brilliant way to do the jump scare. Is a cat.
Oh, you think it's a cat? Oh, it's a cat.
Yeah.
Horror doll.
Oh, no, it's not just one doll, though, is it? It's about 5 of the little cunts.
Yeah.
They're all up on the shelves. There's loads of them. They're looking down. While all this is going on, Jimmy's outside getting chased by a dog. Is it the cute little Scotty dog from before? No! It's a big guard dog now.
Big Rotty.
Flip back to inside. Lewis is now getting stalked round the warehouse by the tiny little legs of the devil dog bastards. Now, you remember the sewing machines that I mentioned earlier on that were getting delivered next week?
This is when I had to stop the film.
You stopped the film?
Yeah, I had
Did
to
you?
stop the film and ring my girlfriend.
Did you really?
What the fuck?
I sent her a video of it and she was like, no, you're right, that is scary.
What, when they put his hand in the sewing machine and sew his hand?
Well, he's walking, right? He's walking through the fucking... He's already been scared once. And now he's walking through the boxes. And he just stands in front of this weird box thing. And then one jumps up and is like, hello, mate. Like,
Yeah,
it just
brilliant.
does this bloke voice. Like, hello.
It's brilliant.
Fucking sounds like the fucking little caterpillar off Labyrinth. Hello. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
And they whack his hand in the sewing machine.
They do.
Separates his fingers, and then he falls to the ground, has a heart attack, but his belly starts pulsating and he dies.
Why?
I don't know.
Why does his shirt rip? What?
And his belly pulsates.
Oh, he rips his shirt in his heart attack, in the
Yeah.
throes of his heart attack.
I don't understand why he does that.
Again, we see the sign, no passa!
Fucking no, fucking passa.
Jesus Christ.
You'd think they get the idea by now. Don't
Yeah.
fucking passa.
Fucking Rip Torn's realised that all the ancient scribblings on the wall are there, and they're telling the story of the birth of evil on earth. He tells them that this is the crypt of the devil child. Jimmy turns. He thinks Jimmy turns up there to find Rip Torn, but Rip Torn, the lights have gone out. Rip Torn's already down the aisle, so he thinks Jimmy's not there, and Rip Torn's not there. So he's like, "What a pussy." He's still getting chased by this fucking dog that I mentioned a few minutes ago.
Dog.
The dog chases him into the warehouse, guys. He goes up through the window, he thinks he's safe, but he's in a warehouse full of fucking Dolly Dearest dolls. When he goes into the warehouse, he knocks the tap off. He tries to turn the water off at the main tap. When he's doing that, one of the dolls swings and misses a pendulum at his head. He doesn't even
Well
notice
done.
it. Now, Rip Torn is coming out of the mine. As he's coming out of it, someone's pouring petrol all over the fucker and is going to set it on fire. It's a girl. It's a woman we've never actually
Yeah, who
seen,
the fuck
and
is that?
we never see again.
No.
And she says, "You brought the evil back with your picks and your shovels." And Rip Torn's going, what are you on about? The sons here are all dead. And she says, you open the gates of hell. The spirit is alive. All the children are in danger. Close the tomb and then maybe God will spare us. Now Dad is looking for Jimmy. Rip Torn hasn't seen him because he's still in the fucking warehouse. He hears a cat.
Katie.
Yeah. And he's like, what's going on here? He turns around. At one point, there's a doll's head on a stick and a tongue pokes out and he doesn't see it.
Oh, that fucking tongue. I loved the tongue. That earned a love art.
Yeah.
I put nasty tongue, love art.
He slips over and he falls onto the body of Lewis. Oh my God, Louis, he's dead! He runs outside into the arms of his father and Rip Torn. He's like, Lewis is dead, he's in there and he's fucking dead. They're like, calm down, Jimmy. And Dad's like, look, mate, it'll be fine. Someone's just died because his dad's acting is very calm.
Someone's died in my factory, Alf.
Yeah, seriously, Sam Bottoms.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Still not remotely traumatised by death.
No, because later at home, he just says to his wife, wow, it just looked like he died of a heart attack. Not bothered at all. That was his thing about Louis. The burrito Louis.
I just don't understand. How is he... What, is he supposed to be callous and unlikable? Because he just gives no shits that people are dying? Or is it just that you're racist and it would only matter if, like, it was a white person what died?
Now it's Jimmy's turn to drop devil doll knowledge.
I don't know, let's never answer that question.
Bad. Just bad. Fucking Sam Bottoms.
Jimmy drops.
You've really soured on Sam.
Oh, yeah. You liked him, haven't
I
you?
love his name, I just think that his acting's cack.
Bottom by name and bottom by nature.
Yeah.
So they're back at home. Everyone's in bed. Mum goes to try and take the doll off Jessie. And she's like, I'll fucking kill you if you touch this doll. And she says it 3 times. On the 3rd time, she says it in a devil voice, Fletch. And then Jimmy says, whoa, what a neat trick you did with your voice. And then never mentions the fact that she talked with a devil voice. Because nobody hears it apart from Mum. Dad didn't hear it. And he said, look, Mum's going, look, it's the doll. And Dad is saying, look, I don't think it's the doll. I think you've changed. You're being weird, Star Trek. You're being really fucking weird. Goonies warned us about this. And you just ignored her, is what Mum says. And Dad's like, oh, fuck off, mate. And Dad's a dick, isn't he? Mum sees the whole thing. Sam Bottoms is a bad man. Mum's concerned, so she goes to the dig site the next day to see Rip Torn, and Rip Torn tells her all about the devil goat baby situation.
Is this the point where he says, I see beauty in your son's face?
Yeah.
Which is really fucking creepy.
Yeah.
No, I see your beauty
I
in
see
your
your
son's,
beauty in
your son's
And I'm
face.
like, that's horrible.
Why would you say that?
It's just, what the fuck?
I've just... Like, 3 people have died.
But he still sees beauty in her son's face.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about, Rip?
Tasha Yar goes to see a sad nun, the sister of Goonies, and she's
sad
like
judgy nun.
sad judgy nun.
She's
yeah,
pretty
my
fucking
sister.
judgy.
My sister told me all about you. You fucking and your family. And then she says, "Too late, mate. It's too late.
She's no help at all.
No help whatsoever.
Fucking
Too
judgy
late."
nun.
And she says, "I'm not losing my daughter to a goddamn 900-year-old goat head."
That's exactly what Tasha Yar sounded like when she did that scene. Well done.
She says, I've got a daughter at home that's being controlled by a fucking doll. Rip Torn. I've got a daughter at home that's being controlled by a fucking doll. Rip Torn. Can you help me out? Mum goes home. Can't find Jessie in the house anywhere. Anywhere!
Ooh.
It's dark. The house is dark.
Ooh.
Lightning. Looks very green, very neon. Jump scare, Fletcher! It's alright, it's just Jimmy. Jimmy's
Jump scare boy. The boy responsible for all of the jump scares in this film.
He's hiding in the cupboard and he's like, Mum, I fucking believe you now. I've seen that little bastard talking. They're in their bedroom. I've locked them in. I've got the key. I've locked them in. I totally believe you now. They go into Jess's room.
I really like the implied scene here. Because she's walking down the corridor and then he opens the cupboard and like grabs her. And she's like, what are you doing sat in the cupboard? And he's like, fucking, that doll's alive and walking around in there. And she's like, I can't get in the room. He's like, oh, I've got the key.
Yeah.
I like this implied scene that he was in that room and she was in there being all like, oh, and like the doll was walking around and he went, nah, fuck this. And just walked out, knocked the door, and he just went and sat in the cupboard until his mum came
Mum will
back.
be back in a bit.
Yeah, fuck this.
So go into Jess's room. It is very, very dark in there. The rocking chair, lads. The rocking chair is there. They approach from behind. But Dolly Dearest's face has changed. She now has a living witch face, very much
Aged.
like Zelda from Terrorhawks.
Did you like this, Fletch?
I liked how they didn't jump scare it.
No.
Because she just kind of walks around and the doll,
she's like,
and the camera just pans around the doll's face and it's just there snarling at it.
Somehow more icky, the fact that they didn't jump scare it.
Yeah.
She says that like they've melded together. She's in here. She belongs to me now. We will be together forever. Mum's like, shit.
Why does she talk like Raoul?
Because all the baddies talk like Raoul, mate.
Do you know what this film doesn't have?
What?
Street punks.
That's true, actually.
There are no street
Wait a
punks.
second.
There are no street punks in this film.
Jimmy, go and call your dad.
No wonder I was so unsettled by this film. I was like, there's something wrong and I don't know what it is.
It's the lack of street punks.
This is not my world.
Dad's trapped in the factory now. This is all kicking off at home. Mum's got a shotgun, luckily. Dad's getting scared. Meow! Is it a cat?
I like cats.
Jimmy can't get any answer on the phone. The little bastards have cut the line to the factory. And Mum's like, fuck, you stay here. I'm going to run around the house with a shotgun and try and find this little devil bastard. She's running around the house, room by room, pulling guns. She pulls a gun on what she thinks is a doll. It's her own daughter. She pulls a gun to its face, to her face. It. She says, thank God. Jimmy, get in the car. We're getting out of here. Just as they're trying to get out, fucking devil doll at the door stops them.
Just comes in.
Yeah, just comes in and then takes control of Jessie, forcing Jessie to attack her own mother. Luckily, Jimmy has a shotgun. That's when we get the line, play with this bitch. Boom! Shoots her out the front door. That's it, guys. It's over. No
That
more.
was his moment. That.
There was a love art for the flying doll. I did
relished-
enjoy the doll that got hit with a bullet and went, whoo!
That was better than Child's Play.
No.
That's how Child's Play, because they shoot Chucky in Child's Play.
He
doesn't
just keeps
and he
going.
just goes "Ugh," into the wall because they shoot him in the heart. But this one just goes fucking end over end and smashes through the doors.
That was definitely love heart worthy.
It's all
That's
right.
some gun.
Yeah. To be fair, it's a fucking doll. If you use a shotgun on a doll, it would probably do that.
And blast it through a door.
Yeah, maybe.
Shattering a door.
It's all right, guys. It's all over. It's all over.
Let's not
hang
talk
on.
about the logistics of the
No,
devil doll.
it was just cool, hence love art.
It's all right, guys. It's all over. Hang on, no, it's not. Fucking hell, what about Dad? Dad is still in the fucking factory.
Oh, fuck that.
There is multiple fucking DD dolls in the factory and he gets attacked by all of them. And it's time to play, is what they say. Rip Torn opens the tomb. He finds the corpse of the dead goat baby fucking demon from the past and he's like, it's true, what have I done? I've released the evil red spirit into all of these dolls.
I like how he sees like a weird dead body.
Yeah.
Like someone could have just put a goat's head on there.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh shit, I believe in everything now.
The fucking devil dolls have tied Dad to a mixer and they're dragging him across the ground. They've tied him to a cement mixer, well, a plastic mixer, and he's gonna get mixed up, guys. He's gonna get mixed up. Rip Torn turns up, he makes the save, turns off the powers. There are fucking DDs everywhere. Dad gets home and he tells them they are all alive. We need to destroy them all. They throw a load of dynamite into the factory, but the dolls keep putting out the dynamite because they're annoying little bastards. But luckily, they put loads more dynamite in. The kid goes and blows up the mine. Bam! The mine explodes. And then bam! The factory explodes. And that is the end of the film.
I did put a love heart for the doll's face.
Oh yeah, because it catches...
face, just as it catches like a face just before they blew it all up.
Yeah, because the doll catches the last dynamite.
It did seem to suddenly end.
Yeah, just then everyone explodes and it
anticlimax, fucking crazy. Oh, bye.
And that literally is the end of the film. Big explosions.
That's some explosion there.
The house was clearly made of explodium.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, as many items in the cinematic world are made of explodium.
Especially in the Tat universe.
Yeah, Tat universe.
You know what doll factories are like? They go up like
Oh, they go up like...
they're like meth labs.
Yeah.
So then, guys, Dolly Dearest. What did we think to that? General consensus.
Well-
Fletcher, what did you think?
Really quite annoyed, really.
What? 'Cause you were
Why?
terrified.
Why did you make me watch this?
Because it's fucking
All right,
brilliant.
yeah, but if you started with, oh, this is fucking like brilliant, you're gonna shit your pants, I'll be like, okay, right,
We didn't think you were going to shit your pants.
it's a really good film.
Isn't it?
Yeah, this is what I was saying. I was so pissed off about all the reviews because it's really well done. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it's the person who made it clearly really understands like the conventions of horror and just the building blocks of that genre and how to put together a really functional horror film.
I have to admit, I was pleasantly surprised. I remember just watching a schlocky horror film as a kid that somehow resonated with me. And when it was on your list, I was like, oh, I have to watch Dolly Dearest. I was the same as you. It's a great, well done horror film. There's nothing original. Voodoo, evil dolls, and cats for jump scares. There's nothing. There's not a single fucking original idea in this film, but it is a well done horror.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot to be said for just understanding genre.
Yeah,
and this is a film made by someone who clearly understands it and clearly knows how to put one together because it's just so well made. It just feels like a really solid horror film.
And I laugh and joke about my love arts, but the creepy little legs, the creepy little hands, the creepy little rolling eye. I mean, okay, the fact that an actor was called Sam Bottoms, but the love arts all come from like really cool horror shit.
There's some genuinely scary moments.
Yeah, the nasty tongue. Kitty horror dolly.
You're bothered by this, aren't you, Fletch?
Yeah.
So stars, Fletch, what do you think?
5.
5 stars.
I was expecting it to be cack, but it's a full fiver. It's a full 5 star from
Full
Mark.
fiver.
It's a 5er all round, guys, for Mexican Devil Doll.
Oh my god.
Mate.
Thank you for joining us this week on Super Tap Film Club. Mark, thank you for joining us as the third man again.
I had a lovely time. Can I come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we watch Voodoo Academy?
No.
Oh.
ChuckyVision is a podcast brought to you by the We Made This Network. Follow us on Twitter at ChuckyVision. Follow the network on Twitter at WMT_network. Our website is WeMadeThisNetwork.com. The logo was designed by Dev, and the theme tune composed by Dark Fantasy Studios. Wanna play?
You know what's tricky sometimes? Picking who is going to win at the Oscars. You have to get yourself to a cinema to see all the movies, or at least have all the possible streaming services to make sure you don't miss a single one. You have to pay attention to all the precursor award shows to see who's winning so far. The Golden Globes, the BAFTAs, they're the pretty obvious ones. But don't forget the Critics' Choice Awards, or the SAGs, or the DGAs, or the PGAs, or the Eddies, or the Gothams, or the AFI Top 10, or the National Board of Review. Ugh. Exhausting, right? Or you can just join me for Academy Watch on the We Made This Podcast Network. I'm the host, Bo Nicholson, and I've been reading the trends, keeping stats, and seeing as many movies as humanly possible, and I can tell you who the big players will be on the big night. Me and a different guest each week will also be dissecting one of the key movies each season, including giving out personal awards and diving into them thematically. Will Everything Everywhere All at Once remain the frontrunner and win Best Picture? Or will a film seize the momentum late in the season to storm home, like Coda did last year? Time will tell, but what I do know is that as it happens, you'll hear it on Academy Watch, wherever you get your podcasts.